Hey guys, I'm at Leicester Square. I'm here for a screening for the London Film Festival. Really looking forward to it today. It is my first screening this year from the festival. I'm going to see To the Ends of the Earth, the latest film by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, who most people may know him from as a director of The Cure or Pulse, Tokyo Sonata. So they're his most famous films that most people may know in the West. He specialises in horror movies. That's what he's most known for. This movie itself is a drama, so he's done a few dramas, he's done some black comedies as well, but obviously he's more famous for his horrors. Really looking forward to this screening. I'm a little bit disappointed with the London Film Festival for a few things, like no showings of Parasite, which is just I think is going to be the biggest Asian film of the year. And I mean, there are a few films that I would have loved to have seen on the list, but that being said, you know, we've got some good ones anyway, which I'll be seeing. One in particular which I can't wait to see. Yeah, Leicester Square right now, where I am at the moment, is absolutely buzzing. Just the amount of setup that's going on. I mean, I don't know if you can see me behind. They're setting up the red carpet for tonight as well for another film. I'm not going to be seeing a film in Leicester Square. I'll be going to Tottenham Court Road, which is still central. It's only around the corner from here. As most films are within 10 minutes walk of each other. But yeah, there's four cinemas here which are all showing films for the festival, which, yeah, this is absolutely the biggest film event in London. It's bigger than any other film festival in England. It's just massive. So the buzz is amazing. So many celebrities have already been here. Yesterday we had the red carpet, the launch of David Copperfield, the Armando Iannucci film. I've not seen it, but I'm a fan of Armando Iannucci. I thought Death of Stalin was just it was a masterpiece. I thought comedy-wise it was just brilliant. It was so well written. He's a good comedy writer. I mean, he invented the Alan Partridge, which is just a British stable of comedy. It's just absolutely brilliant. So yeah, at Leicester Square at the moment, right outside the Odeon. Yeah, really looking forward to this. And yeah, let's go check out Leicester Square. So guys, I'm back from seeing To the Ends of the Earth. Like I said, directed by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, and most of you would know him from Cure, Pulse, Tokyo Sonata, known mainly for his horrors and for some dramas. Now this film stars Atsuko Maeda, who's a J-pop singer. I know she was in a band. I don't really know much about her music, and this film was sort of made to celebrate the 25th anniversary of relations between Japan and Uzbekistan, and it's very much about the relationship between countries, cultures, the differences in their cultures. And off the bat, from watching this film, you really get this Lost in Translation-esque feel to the film, rather more lost in culture, because whilst the cultures are very different, you see these many Uzbekistani characters in this film not really willing to go out of their way to help Maeda's character, who plays this sort of TV reporter. She's doing a little side bit, which is going to be in a newsreel, talking about Uzbekistan culture. And the only person that really helps her out out of the Uzbeki characters is her translator, who is, during the film he talks about his love and passion for Japanese culture, and from this we see like the highs and low points of her filming of this like piece, this little mini documentary on Uzbekistani culture. Like at the beginning they're trying to be doing some fishing for this 2 meter long fish, which they seem to not be able to find, and the Uzbeki fisherman keeps blaming her because she's a female. So it's that sort of like culture clash in the film that really like plays the main emphasis in this film, and in some parts it is quite funny. You see like how can I explain what we see of Uzbeki? The Uzbeki cast is very much like how, I don't want to sound generalised here, but you know, when you see that Borat film and you see those Kazakhstani people, it's very similar to that. They're like a Muslim culture. Every time she's like getting undressed in the van, you just see these Uzbeki men just staring at her. So it's like, and they're constantly staring. So I think they are like extras which are watching this, or they're not even, some of them aren't even extras, they're just people on the street just staring at the production of this. But then again, it suits the narrative of the film because you see like a mini documentary film cast filming their little report in this, and it is quite funny at parts, and some parts where the film gets slightly serious. I don't really want to dive too much into it and ruin it for people, but there are scenes which are quite serious and quite like on the edge of your seat scenes. So what Kurosawa does is he does seem to mix a few genres in this film and pack it to narrate this story, which I think he does perfectly. He is a great director and someone who's an expert in the horror genre, but has worked in other genres. He does that really well. One thing I really notice is the cinematography in this film is just wonderful. The landscapes of Uzbeki outback is just wonderful. You just see these like deserted mountainous lands where there's just like little elements of like electric cable routes going through. I think it just looks gorgeous. Very similar to like a Bilge Nure, the Turkish director. I think it just looks gorgeous. The cast, even though the cast are acting so subtly, I feel like they each done their role perfectly, and it was like they were perfectly cast for that role, no matter how small they are. Like from the translator to the guy who plays the runner in their little film crew they're just wonderfully cast, and I think Atsuko Maeda she just gives such a great performance in this. You really like that she pulls out so much emotion in some of the scenes that just think it's wonderful. I think that the film is a must see for anyone who is a fan of Kurosawa's work. It's definitely a fantastic film. I actually prefer it to some of his more recent work like Journey to the Shore. I think this is just absolutely wonderful, gorgeous, and just so delightful. It's just a wonderful film. So yeah guys, this is my first review from the London Film Festival. I'll be seeing a few more films, and then we'll be rolling into the East Asian Film Festival and the London Korean Film Festival, so I'll be doing more reviews during that time, as well as doing my little Blu-ray updates as well. I've got another Blu-ray update coming probably in the next few days as well as another review. So hit that subscribe button to keep yourself alerted. click like. If you've seen this movie, comment below, let me know what you think. I know a few people have been doing reviews on The Cure recently. I know Eric from Asian Film Enthusiast, Asian Movie Enthusiast, he done a review on this. You've also got Luke from Razorwire Reviews, who also done a review on Cure. So they both done a review on Cure. Check out their channels. I'll leave a link below. And yeah, guys, till next time, take it easy.